Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Lena and welcome to my channel. I'm an online teacher and my channel is all about my experiences teaching online. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I put out videos each week. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about what companies are actually hiring right now. Many people have asked me this question because we've had so many teachers try to teach online, so many of the companies got filled with teachers, and so some of them stopped hiring. So like, who should you go to seek a job at this point in time? So I just wanted to give you some tips of a few companies that I know. Of course, this is not an exhaustive list, but it will help steer you in the right direction if you're looking to get started applying to some of these companies. So I'll say number one, Magic Ears. Magic Ears has been trying to hire teachers right now. They have raised incentives for their current teachers to refer and find teachers to teach on their platform. So they are definitely hiring. In order to teach with them, now they've opened up their requirements to people who are not just living in the US and Canada, but people who live in English speaking countries. So if you are living in an English speaking country and English is your native language, then you can apply. You need to have a TESOL, which is an ESL certificate. You need to have a bachelor's degree. And you will be teaching to children. As most of these companies, you are teaching to children. And you also will be teaching in the peak times for Beijing. So that's their evening time and some weekend evening and morning hours. So those are the requirements and things to think about for working with Magic Ears. Then there's also iTutor Group. They are hiring. I don't remember them ever going on a hiring freeze, but they seem to be hiring pretty regularly. And which with them you can teach around the clock, but keep in mind most of their children and students are in Asian speaking countries. So when the children go to sleep, then you will be teaching adults. So you can teach adults and children with iTutor Group. And in order to teach with them, you can have English as a native language. You don't have to be living in the US or Canada. And you need to have a TESOL, and you also need to have a bachelor's degree to work with them. And you will need to have your red collared shirt, along with a iTutor Group like logo in your screen. They used to have the background that you'd have to have in order to teach with them, but they've recently changed that. So if you just have their logo showing and it's big enough, then you should be fine. So that's iTutor Group. And then I work with iTutor Group and with Magic Ears, but I don't work with English First. English First, a lot of people are getting hired with them and they're pretty happy. They've been giving classes to the teachers. So that is another place to look into. English First. Like I said, I do not work with them, so I do not have a link for them or a referral link, but for the other companies that I will mention, I do have referral links for. But I just wanted to give that information to you because you might be interested in applying there. Also, Gogokid, they're hiring. It is hard to get a spot with them these days because, I don't know, when you go to their website, it is difficult to get a time, like an interview time with them. You might meet all the requirements, but to get an interview time has been pretty difficult. And plus, a lot of people are a little bit leery about working with them because of we're still kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with our relationship with them as U.S. teachers. But if you are interested in looking into them, and if maybe you might live in Canada or another country, actually you do need to live in the US or Canada in order to teach with them. As far as I know right now, that hasn't changed, but they're hiring. VIPKid is also hiring too. So, but I've noticed that with VIPKid, they have become a little bit more selective in their teachers. Whereas before you could get accepted, like your application would be accepted, but then you would just have to continue to try their mock classes. In order to pass the mock class, you'd have to pass the mock class before you could actually get to teach with them. So the mock class can be a hard thing to pass, and they'll give you pointers and feedback on your mock classes so that you know what to work on. But now it seems like even to get to the mock class, it's a little bit more challenging to get to that next step. So, but they are hiring. They're a possibility. Then you have, let me check my notes. Bling ABC. They are hiring. They are a wonderful company to work for. They have a very nice pay rate. However, right now, I don't know, like there seems to be a wait in the classes and getting classes from them. So that's something to keep in mind. If you get hired with them, you might not teach right away with them. So you need to be prepared with that, like have more than one company to work for so that when they do give classes to you, you will have been working up until that point. Or if you're waiting, you can do something in the meantime. So I always suggest that people don't put all of their eggs in one basket and they work with more than one company so they have options. It's always important to have options because if one option dries up or if it's dry for a period, the other option might give you a little bit of juice. So yeah, with Bling, you want to have a backup because you don't know when you'll get your first class. And, but once you get going, I mean, you will get regular classes, but you just don't know when you'll get that first class. And plus they teach on semesters. So, once the first semester gets going, you might have to kind of wait until the next semester starts up before you can actually get your classes. So you just never know. You don't know. So, but they're hiring, and once you get going with them, if you can wait and have patience, they are a wonderful company with a nice pay rate. So that's all for my tips of companies that are hiring right now. Hopefully this will help you out. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.